I'm 9 years old, and I'm TikTok famous. I get what the hell I want.
No shit.
It's my world. You live in it. And yes, I'm that girl that your For You page warned you about. Why the fuck do you keep bringing me in these sections of the store? This is my family, and they're just as crazy as I am. First, we have my mom, Stormy. She thinks that she's the boss, but she really just talks really loud, and she's not the shit.
Yo, this one says, are you even a mom at this point? Well, I'm not a turtle.
Second, we have my dad, Eric. He's super chill, but that's only because he knows why not to mess with me. I'm not letting this guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Let them vibe.
Then we have my sister, Alana. She keeps it classy, kinda. Aw, Delilah, the sweet one, bless her heart. He's not cut out for this circus. We have my brother, Josh. He acts like he doesn't care, but he's actually nosier than all of us. Then there's me, Ba Chicka Wow Wow, the reason why family therapy exists.
Shut it. That's what it says.
You never fucking appreciate what I wrote. Why the fuck would you take me here on my birthday? I'm turning 9 today. I've always been outspoken. I say whatever the hell I want.
You don't just tell random people that they're move out of my way, Karen.
You know, kind of what everybody else is thinking. Sometimes that gets me in trouble. Let's be honest, the world is way more funner when I'm talking. Everyone always says that I remind them of Alana. You know, Honey Boo Boo Child.
I really didn't like the idea of being grounded, and I didn't like it more when I knew what it was.
Me and my family decided to watch it. We want to see what all the fuss is about. And watch Here Comes Honey Boo Boo for the first time. So, if you love chaos, sass, in my opinion, of course, follow along as we break it down. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because let's be real, you're already obsessed.
Hey y'all, welcome to our new series where we are going to discuss everything Honey Boo Boo. TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo from the beginning to the end. Okay? The reason that we are going to do that is because some of you may know we are pretty popular on TikTok, and a lot of people say that Honey Boo Boo or that Ameliya reminds them of Honey Boo Boo. Ameliya Rose is my daughter. So we are going to kind of try to figure that out on why people are saying that our families are so similar, that Ameliya and Honey Boo Boo are so similar. So we finally finished episode 1, me and my family, and we are here to discuss everything that we watched. We're going to discuss things that happen in our life. We're going to discuss things that have happened in the series that we're watching. And we're going to kind of try to compare them, critique things, all that good stuff. So we are hoping that you guys will stay with us and join in and listen to everything that we have to say.
Today, we're discussing Season 1, Episode 1 of TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. This is My Crazy Family. That's the title of the episode. In this episode, we're introduced to Alana and her family, and we hear about Alana's desire to win the Grand Supreme title at a Glitz Pageant. Along the way, we see them go to the Redneck Games and talk about their desire to lose weight as a family. Should be interesting, guys.
Let's start off by asking my family, what do you guys think about the first episode of Honey Boo Boo? Did you enjoy it, honey?
Yeah. Well, not that much, but yeah, I guess. The only thing that bothers me is the lake. Okay?
The hillbilly bath?
Yes.
You didn't like the hillbilly bath?
No.
Why?
Yeah, right. She'd be
Looks like
swimming
that
in
one
it too.
time when Delilah took a big diarrhea in the toilet and it wouldn't flush, and couldn't their cuckoos fall off?
Their cuckoos fall off? Because the
Yeah.
lake was nasty?
Yes. It's
Oh my lord,
filled with
jeez.
bacteria.
Yes, it
Oh my
was.
goodness.
It was filled with So that drove you crazy? You didn't like that part?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Alana,
Gosh.
what do you think about the first episode?
It was
What did-
okay. I don't see a lot of similarities in that episode because they're being like hillbillies, but I don't know.
What did you dislike?
A bobbin for pig feet, that was disgusting. And I didn't like how she would weigh her kids.
The bobbing for pig feet. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe, that's like where they're from, we're like northerners.
Yeah, but like that's disgusting.
I mean, it might be a normal thing. Have you ever heard of that, Eric? Bobbing for pig's feet? Raw
Never.
pig's feet?
I mean,
At
I've been to mud bogs and all that stuff. I've never heard of something like that, but I'm not from Georgia. And I bought the series in general. I'm intrigued to find out exactly why people say there's some kind of comparison. I'm interested to find out kind of the progression of the series and all that good stuff. And
Hold on.
Kinda-
Are you
kinda grossed
saying
out.
you're interested to see why people say that there's similarities?
yeah, I don't see it. I don't see a similarity, but I'm interested to see why, and I'm interested to see the progression of this family. Over the course of their shows here, and it's intriguing to me to see how they started out and their family dynamic and some of the nasty things that go on and some of the things that I wouldn't accept.
I
as a parent.
definitely see similarities.
I don't.
I see tons of similarities, especially with Amelia's attitude, the divaness, the things that she likes to do. I see so many similarities with even the family. I mean, some of the things that they do, of course, are definitely not something that we would do, but the family in general and the way they are with each other, the way that there's just so much that I think we're going to get into. Don't forget, we're just at episode 1.
I agree, and I hope to find those comparable items.
So, guys, the first person that I want to talk about, obviously, is Alana, Honey Boo Boo. Alana has the exact same name as my daughter, Alana. But I kind of want to get into what we all think about her and her little crazy attitude. Like, what do you think about her, Eric?
She's definitely silly. She got a lot of energy. She's playing with her belly. She's running around crazy. That's typical for her age, but she definitely puts it on there. She's definitely pretty energetic.
I think that I personally think she's absolutely adorable. I think a lot of people think that she's a little raunchy, but I think she's adorable. I think she's blunt. I think she reminds me a lot of my own daughters. Amelia, what do you think about Honey Boo Boo? What do you think about how she acts?
She acts weird.
You think she acts weird?
Yeah, we would definitely not be friends.
No? Alana, what do you think? What do you think about her and the way she acts?
I think she was cute when she was little, and her little attitude reminds me of Amelia. But I mean,
A little bit.
I don't know. I can't judge a little kid.
Ameliya, you lost another tooth? Let me see. Are you happier this time with what the tooth fairy gave you?
No.
Why?
Because she's kind of cheap bitch.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why would you say that? She gave you $4 this time.
Well, I wanted $5.
You said you wanted $5 last time because it was a top tooth. This time it was a bottom tooth.
Well, $5 again.
Wow.
I didn't give for $5.
So you think she's a cheap bitch?
Yeah.
What if the tooth fairy stops coming here?
I don't give a fuck.
But in all honesty, out of all the characters and all the different personalities that are wrapped up in this show, I don't think Honey Boo Boo has anything on Amelia, to be honest with you.
What
Or
about you,
Alana, for that
Amelia?
matter.
Do you think Honey Boo Boo has anything on you?
She has no shit on me.
Oh, really? So you think that you could do better than Honey Boo Boo?
Hell yeah.
Do you like the show, though? Did
It's
you enjoy
okay.
watching it?
Not really.
You
They're
didn't
ma-
enjoy watching it?
they're
You
ma-
enjoyed watching it because you were laughing.
You were laughing.
Yeah,
You-
because they're hillbillies.
So you enjoyed watching it because you were laughing. And not only did you watch it once, but you watched it twice.
Well, only because you made me.
yeah, but before this, we watched it. You hadn't heard of Honey Boo Boo. You didn't know who she was. You didn't. It's beyond your time. You had never heard, other than people saying it, and
Well,
you
let
don't
me
read comments anyway. So
let me ask you this, Amelia. Isn't it kind of cool though to watch another girl around your age, even though she's older than you now? But isn't it cool to watch another girl your age start out and watch her, progress with a career and stuff? That's what you want to do. You want to do stuff in
Raised
TV
by
and
raised by hillbillies? No, thank you.
I didn't ask if you wanted to be raised by hillbillies. I said, isn't it cool watching another kid do something like she wanted to do with her career and stuff?
I guess.
So now we're going to get into the next person, which would be Mama June. Um, we're going to talk about what all of us think about Mama June. Before I get into my perspective of Mama June, I'm going to ask my husband what he feels about Mama June.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. My impression of Mama June in the first episode is, you know, both hot and cold. I don't agree with the things that she does. I don't agree with the general attitude, but she was a little compassionate when she lost the beauty tournament. She did comfort her. It was good, but I'm not a fan at all.
Okay. Amelia Rose, what do you think about Mama June?
Why does she wash her hair in the sink? It's so nasty.
Okay. Alana Faye?
I feel like she body shames her kids, and I don't know, like the names and the weighing her kids on TV so everybody knows how much they weigh. And I don't know. I don't really like Mama June.
Okay. Well, me personally, I have a lot of mixed things with Mama June now. A lot of people know that we have a pretty big platform on TikTok, and Mama June has reached out to battle with me and go live with me and stuff like that, and I've turned it down simply because of the things that I have no business judging because it happens to me, but honestly, I've just turned it down because I didn't really care for the person that I've heard that she is. But watching Here Comes Honey Boo Boo episode 1, it's given me like a brand new thing of her. All I see is a loving mom. I mean, sure, she does things that are a little weird to us, but I don't see anything besides a very competitive mom that loves her kids and wants them to succeed. Like I said, the weighing them and stuff like that, no, I'm not okay with that. It was a different time. I'm not saying it was acceptable. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but the nicknames are adorable. Okay, we're gonna put that there. I don't care what none of y'all say. They're cute.
She's rough around the edges, and I question her motives. That's what
Well,
I
we'll
get from it.
we'll see as we get into it. Okay.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
I'm not going to get into all the things that I've heard and all this stuff through the years about her and the family and all that. But I do have to say, I did judge. I really did. And was kind of grossed out by her and just thought she was this horrible person. But now, after going back and watching Toddlers and Tiaras and then watching Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, the first episode, I have to say that all I see is a mom that loves her kids. So I don't know where it all went wrong, but I guess we're going to find out as we dive into it of where it went wrong and the roads that were taken and the paths that were chosen and all that good stuff. But as of right now, all I see is a mom that was driven to give her kids a career.
Was it that, or was it the almighty dollar? You tell
Hey,
me.
money makes the world go round at the end of the day. You
But
can't
there's
pay
a
bills with a
difference.
fucking hug, buddy.
I question the motivation. And here's my
Baby, can you pay
experience, too.
bills with a hug, Amelia? Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Does money make the world go round? Thank you.
So after all this, I understand now why Mama June has, at times in your social media career, reached out and wants to battle you. I get it. I've been to her live. I've commented on her live. I've been booted from her live. I've been banned from her live for things that I've said. But she has reached out to you to battle you, and you have resisted those battles for whatever reason. You're not a battler, but you have resisted that. But I understand why she would want somebody like you to battle her, because the conflicting personalities will create good video.
Something to talk about, right?
I agree.
And that's, hey, that's the name of the game.
I agree.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And the cool thing about that is the people that are in the limelight that give assholes opinions to talk about.
So, speaking of your social media, like, refresh us about how you got started with social media, because honestly, it's so regular for me now. You've been doing it 5 years. It's just a regular occurrence in our day-to-day life. It doesn't seem significant, but to everybody else, the number
Well,
of followers you guys have and how it came about is significant.
I would like to make it known that I got over 500,000 followers within 6 months, Alana. Okay. So, at one point in time, I didn't even know what the hell TikTok was. And I just kept hearing the same damn song over and over again, and Alana doing her damn dances over and over again. And I'm like, what in the hell, So I'm just like making fun of her and re-listening to the same shit over and over again. And then finally she explains to me what TikTok is and tells me, you're just mad because you could never get as many followers as I have. And at that point in time, I want to say that you had 10,000 followers?
Probably
like
only
that.
1,000.
Really?
Probably. I was like,
Just starting to get
I
big.
was like 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
Well,
When I have 12.
I thought you had a lot. I thought you had but either way. So, as me being me, very, very competitive, I took her up on that challenge. And we just battled each other, and I busted my ass on doing different things. It started out with magic tricks and cooking and all these different things, and I tried really, really hard and blew her away.
Well, yeah, I remember the beginnings of those things, and then the pandemic hit, and pandemic TikTok was amazing. I mean, everybody
Yeah.
was on there. Everybody was participating in all these things because they had nothing better to do. But your stuff really
And
took
that's when
off
the
during the
skits
pandemic.
Yep, and that's when the skits started. That's when, we did a thing and Alana was sitting at the table, if you remember, and I threw a cup at her. She was, going backwards in her chair, tipping the chair, and I threw a cup, and she fell, and
I will not be a motherfucking slave for nobody in 2020. Bitch.
that's where it all started. It was a skit. We had fun with it. People thought it was real, and, it blew up. It went I mean, that was the first video that we got, 1,000,000 views on, and it just went from there, and then it turned into different skits of Alana being bad and doing different bad skits, and people would, um, drop their opinions on what they'd like to see, like, "Oh, we'd like to see Alana sneak out and get caught," or, "We'd like Alana to throw a fit in the middle of the grocery store because she wants Takis," and that's
I
what we would
remember.
do.
I remember
That's
the
what
request. We used to take
Yeah.
requests, and then people would get their requested video, and they would just be amazed that you did it, and they just couldn't
And
believe that it wasn't real.
And that started when Ameliya was what? 2?
2 years old.
And Ameliya, that's, I think, kind of what got Ameliya so into her diva stuff is watching Alana do her makeup, do the TikToks, the dances. I mean, there ain't a damn TikTok dance that little girl can't do.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Ameliya Rose? Oh, okay, sassy pants.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember pandemic TikTok was good. I remember there were a
It was
lot
a
of
different
things
world.
that got it. It was a different time. There was a lot of things that got it going, and then now, I mean, to walk in public and be surrounded by kids that want to speak to Ameliya, that want pictures, to be stopped on the Las Vegas Strip in a totally different state in the late evening, for little kids to drag their parents away from whatever they were doing to run over and want to talk to Ameliya, and then have to convince the parents that, yes, we know she really is, this really is her. The line at Hobby Lobby, the parking lot of a grocery store. I've been stopped with Alana, and this girl just wanted her to wish her a happy birthday in the middle of the winter. The recognition is out there. I know they recognize every one of you in public. They've even recognized you and I when we were grocery shopping without the kids.
Right.
So, yeah.
So can't you see though? Like, that's what I'm saying, Eric. That is exactly what I'm saying. From watching Toddlers and Tiaras in the first episode of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, don't you see I mean, you're basically saying it. Like, you're watching this family live their everyday, chaotic, normal life, and they're in the limelight. You just said it yourself. I mean, come on. We may not do the exact same things, and there's things that you think are unacceptable, but I'm saying, like, the family dynamic, the being in the limelight in the beginning of it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Don't you?
I see the family dynamic, right? And I see some of the outrageous behavior. But the difference is we have not been on TV. They weren't recognized until they were on TV. We're recognized before
It's a different
TV.
time.
It's not a different time, though. We are very visible, okay? And at times, as a parent, it's tough to be in public with Ameliya and to be surrounded by a bunch of kids or in a crowd, to be concerned that that she's exposed out there in the public. So it's a little difficult. And that didn't come for them until after these shows were running. We have that prior to any of that good stuff. So I do see what you're saying, and I do see a little bit of similarities, but it's a different dynamic. It is a different time. It's a different world. But for us, it's a little different because we are out there in the public eye every single day and have that recognition prior to any of these shows. So I think we have it a little harder. And with Ameliya, the way she acts, and Alana, the way they are, and some of the confrontations and things that just happen in normal everyday life, it's a little more
Okay,
complicated for
I'll
us.
give you that. It may not be the Honey Boo Boo's family may not be as hey, that's a perfect example. You guys have this whole hillbilly, raunchy, that this isn't acceptable and all that. But let's be honest. Let's be honest, because we've had some crazy, crazy things happen in public. We have been kicked out of damn near every store that we've been into when Alana and Ameliya are together. Do you typically do shit like that? You want your ass beat?
On my property.
In your yard. In your yard. In your yard.
To everybody?
Because you're talking to my little sister the way you are.
I'm talking to you.
When I was in
I'm
another
talking
aisle.
to you.
Now you are. Now you are.
Go get lost.
Maybe you should go get lost.
That's real weird, bud. You're a grown-ass man.
Every store. It's hard to be in the store for 10 minutes with those two, and they get kicked out. So what if the shoe was on the other foot and Mama June was watching it and saying, oh, damn, they can't go into a store with those two little girls because they get kicked out?
So not what if. She does watch. She is
well.
watching.
Okay.
She knows because she's requested to some of the things that goes on. The
Well,
views
I'm
are
just
there.
saying. I'm just saying. All right. So let's get into the daddy, Sugar Bear.
My name is Mike. My nickname is Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear, my baby daddy. We got too much estrogen in the house. Need some testosterone.
Sugar Bear!
What do you think about Sugar Bear, honey?
First episode, he's a hard worker. I mean, June said he works 7 days a week. Guy's got a lot of mouths to feed. His home time didn't seem very fulfilling, just everybody around. But he's there. He's supporting his daughter. He's at the pageants and in the audience, and that's great. But he's a hard worker. That's what I can tell so far.
Ameliya Rose Sunshine, what do you think about the daddy of the show, Sugar Bear?
He's over there looking like this.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alana, what do you think about Sugar Bear?
I don't know, really. I don't really have much of an opinion on him right now.
Not yet. It's kind of
No.
early. I agree with you. It's kind of early to be able to tell. I haven't really heard much about Sugar Bear, but let's stay focused on episode 1. I think obviously we'll get into a lot more. But as of right now, like Eric said, he's obviously a very supportive father. He's there at the pageants. He's there doing family things, and he works his behind off to support a pretty big family. So I think we'll have more of an opinion when we get into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But let's move on to Pumpkin. What do we think about Pumpkin, Eric?
Pumpkin's the craziest.
Who? I mean, it didn't stand out to me other than putting her head down in that dirty water, bobbing for pig's feet. I don't know anything about her.
Ameliya
Nasty.
Rose, what about the sister Pumpkin?
She's nasty.
Only because she was bobbing for pig's feet?
She's
Are you
nasty as fuck. And you know
Hey,
that.
listen, sometimes Alana eats a bunch of cereal with sugar in it.
Okay, and she
That is
gives
not
me
the
some of that
same.
too.
That's not raw pig's feet.
Okay. Alana Faye, what did you think about Pumpkin?
She's a hillbilly. That's what
So,
that's what I could say about her.
as of now, like I said, I've heard things through the years, but that would be fast forwarding because we're starting over from episode 1. So as of right now, I think it's a little wild that she would put raw pork in her mouth. But again,
Right off the rip. She don't care.
they don't care. Listen, we don't know how things are down where they're from. So I don't have much of an opinion yet, but I'm sure we will. So let's move on to Chubbs. What about Chubbs, the sister Chubbs, Eric?
Jessica's my favorite, like my BFF.
I don't really know much about her. I mean, I don't agree with her mother giving her that nickname of Chubbs, and clearly she's talking about weight throughout the episode, and
Obviously, her mom made her feel some type of way about herself.
yeah.
What do you think, Ameliya Rose?
Well, I don't really know, Chubbs.
Not really, not
Is
much of
that the
it.
girl who is pregnant?
No, nope, that's next. We'll talk about her next. So, as of right now, we don't have much of an opinion on Chubbs yet. I think that's safe to say. So let's go ahead and move into Chickadee. Chickadee, what do you think about her, Eric?
Anna's the pregnancies.
I mean, I don't really know her age. I'm not sure that I caught that. She's pregnant and she's still, there with the family. So not really sure about her dynamic. I'm sure we'll learn more about it in future episodes.
Alana?
Yeah, I don't really have a...
Okay, Ameliya, that's the one that's pregnant. Do you have opinion about her?
Well, her name's Chickadee.
Yeah.
Why is her nickname that?
I don't know why her
Her
nickname
mom
is
thought it was
that.
cute. Her mom must have thought it was cute. It's a cool nickname. That's a nice. I like that one.
I think
I
it's
really
cute.
like chicken, but not chickadee.
Well, all I can really say about her is I feel like she is more of the normal sibling. I the way she was dressed, walking with the pigtails and her belly out and stuff, I feel like that was a little trashy. But, different strokes for different folks. Everybody has a fucking opinion. But I think that we will definitely get more of an opinion as we go on, but all right. So, let's get into the Redneck Games. Let's get into that. Let's talk about what do you think about the Redneck Games, Eric?
The Redneck Games is an annual event here in Georgia. It's all about Southern pride, similar to the Olympics, but with a lot of missing teeth and a lot of butt crack show.
Well, in the scene, they talk about taking a break from pageant prep and going to play in the mud, and they weren't lying. There's a big mud pit, and they're belly flopping into this mud pit, and they're bobbing for raw pig's feet. Horribly gross. The lake
I think
with flesh-eating bacteria.
that's what I
Nasty.
was just going to bring up with Amelia. I think that's Amelia's favorite part, huh, Amelia? The lake. I mean, you would totally jump in that water, wouldn't you?
No.
Why? Why did you say no like that?
It'll make my cuckoo fall off. And my hair would be nasty as fuck.
Okay. So you think that was gross?
Yes.
What about you, Alana? Alana, what did you think about the Redneck Games?
It was silly. I was laughing at it.
Yeah. So I think, Mama June had a little bit of common sense by not wanting her children to take a swim in the redneck bass. Because like Amelia said, it would probably make cuckoos fall off. It looks so disgusting. But the belly flopping in the mud and the eating, the bobbing for raw pig feet and all that, sure. You guys probably, well, not probably, your opinion is that it's horrible. I mean, look at all your faces. You're completely appalled and grossed out. But me, on the other hand, I don't know if it's because my daddy is a redneck, but for me, I think it was fun. It was family getting together and having family time, doing what they should be doing, taking a break from being competitive and all that. I mean, can you imagine we've talked about it, how I would be and how competitive I am. Those kids need a break, especially Alana.
Listen, I've never done anything like that. You said that you've done things like that.
Different side of the tracks, man.
And I hope Amelia and Alana never do anything like that, because to this point, they have it in their lives. But maybe that's a normal thing in Georgia. It's not a normal thing up here with those Yankees, but yeah. No.
Hey, Redneck Games. I ain't putting a raw pig's feet in my mouth or jumping in
No.
nasty water, but I think it was fun. So
That
It was funny.
That's
It
a no
was-
go. That's a no go.
It looked
Do
like
you-
they were enjoying their time.
they did. I mean, Amelia, even though you think it was gross, don't you think it looked like they had fun?
They had fun.
Or I guess.
You have to admit that you would have been belly flopping in that mud. You might not have jumped in the water, but I know you. You would have been playing in that mud.
Yeah, well, I would have been playing in the mud, but I would not jump in that water.
Yeah. Not happening.
Well, I think it looked fun.
So, guys, the next scene I want to talk about is the all-natural pageant. In this scene, the family traveled down to Macon, and Alana competed in a prep pageant, no makeup, all personality, just practice, but a very competitive type of situation. What are your thoughts about child pageants?
Good job. I think Alana did pretty good in her walk today because it wasn't about, her modeling skills. It was more about personality and just being herself. Let's see what the judges think.
So, for me, I think that was really cool. The whole no makeup thing, because as competitive as I am, and I would have Amelia dressed to the nines, makeup, all that good stuff, I think it was really cool to see her naturally and to see her, in her own skin and all talent, It was pretty sad that she lost and didn't win, but I think it also focused on Mama June being compassionate, because I think it really showed her being a mom and compassionate to Alana,
I agree.
being sympathetic.
I think she was sympathetic when she lost, and I think the pageant was a prep for her overall wanting to win these trophies. It's a little different dynamic. Alana, what do you think about the pageant?
Mm, I think she should have won because her little attitude is really cute. And her hair was cute. Her little outfit was cute. But I don't know. I
Amelia,
don't know.
would you agree with Alana that she had a cute personality and a cute out? I mean, the competition was all based on personality because she didn't have a big costume and she didn't have a big bunch of makeup, and she lost. But do you think she had enough personality to win that thing?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Amelia has more.
I do too. But do you think that she gave enough? Because she really was upset, and her mommy really did console her. And her ultimate goal is to win, this grand supreme title for these beauty competitions. And this is a little different. Normally, she's all made up, she's all dressed up, she's really glitzy and glamorous, and she has to have the personality for those competitions. So this all natural was a little different in this scene. And she didn't win. She didn't even get a trophy. So
I think she should have won. Do you think she should have won, Amelia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you do like her.
Is it hard for you
somewhat.
to admit that you like her because people compare you to her?
No.
Okay.
Okay. You're funny.
So Amelia, what do you think about doing pageants? Would you ever do something like that?
Hell yeah. Obviously. But the thing why I wanted to do beauty pageants is because it sounds like fun and I get to have my makeup done every day and my hair done and me getting dressed up in beautiful dresses all day.
So I've really been thinking about you doing pageants. I always wanted that for Alana, our Alana. And I think you have the perfect personality for it. So that makes me really happy that you would do it. So how do you think that it would be? Do you think that you would win?
Yeah.
Really?
Obviously. Every single time when I go.
Okay. And how would Daddy be if we had you in pageants? Would you like that?
Yeah. He would.
I don't think he would. Why wouldn't you like
Once.
it? I think she has the personality.
It's not that. There's no doubt in my mind she has a beautiful personality. Everything's there. It's the whole package that comes with that. You're going to push her, and you're so competitive, but it's just not going to be enjoyable. It's not going to be enjoyable.
Alana,
I don't know.
I think
think
I
so.
know what it was like just to do cheerleading. Just to do any sport I was ever in, volleyball, anything.
what are you
You're
trying
way
to say?
too competitive.
Momzilla.
I feel bad for Amelia now, just thinking about it.
Momzilla comes to mind. You are a beast when it comes to competitions.
All right. So, I think that the last thing I want to talk about is like all the hate that we get on social media, the judgment that we get, because Lord knows when you have a social media following as big as us, again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one and everybody fucking judges. So look at what you and I get as parents just because of how colorful our children are, because we let them have a voice. We let them say what they want to say and act how they want to act. So we're judged. Can you imagine the way that Sugar Bear and Mama June must feel? I mean, we are big on social media and here they are on TV.
I can only imagine. It's probably times 10 because we have been called every name in the book. The commentary is my favorite part of every single video, every viral video especially. That is my guilty pleasure, is to respond to those colorful comments that we get. Just to spark up the conversation and to give people an opposing view of what's being said. But it's aggressive. It's some pretty rough stuff. So I can imagine that June and Sugar Bear are probably really, really felt the heat over the years and have really gotten some hate.
I mean, as an older sister, Alana, you've gotten the hate and that's never really bothered you. I've watched you deal with that
No.
since you've,
I mean, it doesn't bother me when people hate on me, but when they hate on
yes.
Ameliya, it's very irritating.
Like, I don't limit my comments for one. Because, for me, it has to be true for it to really fucking matter. It doesn't bother me. But Alana, it's gotten to the point once Ameliya got into the limelight, she literally limited her comments because of the way that it makes you feel. So could you imagine actually being on television and the judgment that that family gets, those siblings get from their little sister being so big in the limelight?
Yeah, just a huge personality, and people go hard. People come for it. They really do, and they
I mean,
really
Alana's been in fist fights, okay?
yeah.
Let's be honest. So I could only imagine the way that it would be if we were in the limelight like them. I mean, Ameliya, she has no idea because she doesn't know about the flashback of the negativity that we get. And I don't really think, do you really give a shit about people being negative, Ameliya? Not really,
Not at
but
all, dear.
I don't know. Just what we go through having a social media following like we do and being judged, the things that we've dealt with and the hate that we've gotten. I just couldn't imagine. I mean, I can because you've heard. We've
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
heard the things about Mama June and Sugar Bear and all that, and how much is actually true.
Well, what's funny to me is how hard people come at a child. They believe that your comments are being spoke directly to Ameliya, and they are horrible. The things that they would say to a child or say knowing that there's a potential a child to see it. We shelter our kid. She doesn't see it. Never will. But it's there, and they still say it. And the things that people are capable of are absolutely horrific. They really are.
Yeah, people are brutal. People are brutal. And I have to say, I am fucking guilty of judging that family. And I have to say it again. I've said it before. Watching the Toddlers and Heroes and then starting the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, starting with episode 1. I can't wait to get into the rest of the episodes because although you guys have your opinion, I have mine. I think it's a wonderful family. And I'm starting to feel bad about judging Mama June, but I can't wait to get into it 110% from the beginning to the end so I can really focus and actually have a legit opinion.
I agree. I'd like to get a little deeper into it too. I think it's a great experience.
All right. So you guys, let's wrap it up. Why don't we give it a rating? 1 being the worst show you've ever watched to 10 being the best thing you've ever seen. What do you rate it, Eric?
I'm on the fence, so I'm gonna go with a nice, safe 5. Not great, not horrible, but I'm intrigued enough to see some more. For sure.
Alana?
I'm gonna say 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Ameliya Rose, what do you give it?
A 5 out of 10.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say I was touched. I'm not gonna lie, it was raunchy. But I'm gonna give it an 8 because I don't know, made me feel good. It made me feel like the family really loves each other, to be honest. So, you guys, we are going to, like I said earlier, we are going to stick with it from 1 to the end. So be sure to come back next week when we discuss season 1, episode 2 of TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. The episode name is, it's gonna be a Glitz Pig. Okay, so we are going to discuss episode 2 with y'all next week. Alana, did you have anything that you wanted to say?
Just make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share.
Ask us any questions that you guys want to ask and, all that good stuff.
Well, we'll be back next time.
All right. Ameliya, did you want to... Oh, bye. Okay, bye.